Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with basically part 2 of my perfume wish list. So I did my designer perfume wish list first, and so I thought I would do a niche one to follow it up. I have a ton of niche fragrances that I really want, or at least want decants or samples of. I've got so many, so I'm going to jump right in. So first, a fragrance that I've really wanted for a while now is Mancera Pearl. I've heard it's just a really beautiful kind of light, but still Mancera fragrance. So I really want a full bottle of it. I should probably get a decant though first, because Manceras can go either way for me. They can either be a hit or a miss. So yeah, I probably need to go ahead and get a decant first. Okay, there are so many from 4160 Tuesdays that I want. Like so many. One of the main ones that I really want though is Centerpiece. But I've literally got so many on my wish list. I've got Be Careful What You Wish For, Centerpiece, Oh My Soul, Maxed Out, Shazam, The Sexiest Scent on the Planet Ever. Yeah, I've got a bunch of them. I think they have some kind of a chocolate fragrance too that I really want. There's so many. I would love it if I could get like a discovery kit from 4160 Tuesdays. I don't think they have one though, even on Lucky Scent. So, but Centerpiece is the one that I really want. It's got honey and vanilla and frangipani. It just sounds amazing and I want it so badly. Another one that I want, and I've been wanting this one for a while, and then one of you asked me if I had smelled this one yet, and I still have not, and I don't know why. It's a fragrance from Nobile 1942, and it's called La Danza del Libellule, I think. I think it translates to a dance of a dragonfly or something like that. I've heard it smells like apple pie though. I've read so many reviews about it smelling like apple pie, and I want it. I want it so bad. I need to just bite the bullet and get a sample from Lucky Scent. I don't know why I haven't yet. Mostly because I don't like getting samples from Lucky Scent because they're little dabbers and I can't stand dabbers. So yeah, when I should be getting samples, but I'm always just kind of turned off by that dabber. Somebody told me though that they figured out a way to turn their little Lucky Scent samples into a sprayer though. So yeah, I need to figure out how to do that. Okay, there's one from a house called Acro that I really want. It's called Dark, and it has got cocoa and dark chocolate and cinnamon and vanilla, and it sounds like my soulmate. I mean, it sounds like something that I would love so much, and I want a bottle of it so badly. And it's not like crazy expensive. For a niche fragrance, it's $160, which is a lot for me. I'm not typically buying perfumes that expensive, but I want it so bad. Like, it's way high up there on my wish list. There's one from, I think it's called Centauri perfume, and it's called Proxima, and it's just got some beautiful like berries, strawberry. It's got aldehydes and blonde woods and iris and musk in the base, and it just sounds incredible. And it's one that I've been wanting. I've had my eye on that for years at this point, at least like a year and a half, 2 years. It's one of those I keep forgetting about though, and it's actually really reasonable for being a niche perfume. It's like $135, which isn't horrible. But yeah, I never buy myself niche fragrances, like hardly ever. Okay, there are a couple from Dusita that I really want. Dusita is incredibly expensive though. The first one that I want so badly is called Erewhon, and these are ones that I do have samples of these. And I fell in love with both of them immediately, but they are expensive. They're $180, which for me is like, I only paid $190 for my B, which to me is an absolute masterpiece and worth every cent of $190. And I'm not saying that Dusita fragrances aren't. I just feel like $180 is so expensive. But Erewhon is gorgeous. It's like a light, bright, airy fragrance. It's got vetiver in it. It's got a really beautiful hay note. It's got vanilla in the base. I just remember when I tested it, like I fell hard for it. But it was sad. And this is why I don't like to test niche fragrances too much either, because I can't afford them. And so Like, it's hard for me to want to test something that I know I'm not going to be able to buy myself. But if I could, I would buy Erewhon in a hot minute. And then the second one that I really, really want is called Splendiris. And it is really, really beautiful. Now, this one has my heart because it's got a beautiful carrot seed note in it. And I'm such a sucker for carrot seed in fragrance. In fact, I need to get on Fragrantica and put in carrot seed and see what fragrances come up because I adore carrot seed in perfume. But this one it's a bunch of florals. It's like rose and violet and jasmine. It's got orris butter in it though, which is, I love orris. It's got vanilla and vetiver and ambergris in the base, and it's just a stunner. It's another one. As soon as I tested it, I fell hard for it. Like, I would be so ecstatic to have full bottles of them. There are a couple from a house called Grandiflora, and they both look amazing. The first one that I really, really want is called Baronia. And I say really, really want. I just want to get my nose on it. I need to break down and just go through and get samples, especially because the samples are only like $4, which I think is worth it for really beautiful niche fragrances. But again, I don't, because it's like, oh, I hate it. I won't be able to buy full bottles of anything, but I still want to smell them and experience them. But Baronia sounds beautiful. It's got apricot and cognac. It just sounds like something amazing, like something that I would absolutely love. I really, really want to get my nose on it. The other one from Grandiflora that I really want to smell is called Queen of the Night. And Queen of the Night sounds beautiful as well, but it's a more floral fragrance. So yeah, this one sounds beautiful though because it's got citruses in the top. It's also got cloves in it, and then it's got some really beautiful like sweet white florals, jasmine and tuberose. It's got some ylang ylang. It's got a couple of like astringent smelling flowers, well, astringent to my nose, like wisteria, which is more green, and mimosa, and it's also got vanilla in the base. So I really want Baronia more than Queen of the Night, but I still want to get my nose on both of them. Now that I'm actually going through my list, I am going to go through here and make a sample, or make a sample order, which will be fun because then we'll go through, you'll have seen the wish list, and then we'll go through all the samples together, and it'll be fun to see what reality really is. Does the reality or what I had in my head about these fragrances. So I went through a discovery kit of imaginary authors. It's been a couple years ago now. And one that I like fell in love with was called Telegramma, and it is a beautiful lavender fragrance. And yeah, I want it. I've already, and I don't know if I still have my discovery kit or not. I think I do. So I'll need to pull it out and revisit Telegramma, but I remember loving it so much. It was a beautiful lavender. There's a house called J Scent, and they've kind of got this whole Japanese aesthetic. And I think that they're kind of like minimalist type fragrances. They're not meant to be like crazy, beasts that project like crazy. They have more of like a minimalist aesthetic, and I am so interested in all of them. But there's one called Cherry Blossom Sake. There's one called Honey and Lemon, which sounds amazing. There's one called Sugar Sweets, again, and one called Soft Skin. Like, I want every single one of them. They just sound incredible, but I feel like they're going to be more kind of minimalist fragrances. So they're going to be more of those like what you want to spray on when you get out of the shower kind of fragrances, and not so much like something that's going to get you through an 8-hour workday kind of fragrance. Okay, we've got an M. Mica left fragrance on here called 20 Years. And this one has been on my wish list forever. It's been on my wish list since 2019. So that's how long I've wanted this fragrance. And this one, I'm just going to read the notes to you because it sounds so good. Bergamot, nutmeg, exotic fruit, white rose, davana, orange flower, jasmine, geranium, patchouli, caramel, vanilla, precious wood, and white musk. It sounds incredible. And yeah, I've had it on my wish list for so long. I want a bottle so bad. There's another one called Marissa Zappas, I think, Marissa Zappas, and it's called Annabelle's Birthday Cake. And this one sounds incredible. This one is heliotrope, lemon sugar, balloons, candied rose petals, tuberose frosting, cake fresh out of the oven, honeycomb, roasted tonka, and cocoa absolute. Like, I mean, it sounds like a fragrance that was made for me. I want it so badly. It's $150 for a 50 ml bottle, so it's pretty darned expensive, but I feel like it was made for me with those notes. It sounds amazing. That one hasn't been on my wish list for very long, about a year. It says that I added it to my wish list on January 29th of 2022, so just over a year. There's another fragrance from Memo that I want. There's a couple from Memo that I want. This one is called Ila Domel, but Memo fragrances are way out of my price range. Like, I cannot afford them at all. They're $300 a bottle. But this one is mandarin, hyacinth, broomflower, gardenia, iris, jasmine, orange blossom, vetiver, and vanilla. And it sounds amazing. The other one that I want really badly is called Lalabella. And that one I actually have a sample of, and it is so good. It's like a creamy, sweet, kind of gourmand fragrance. I don't have it on my wish list because I've wanted it for so long, and I know it's like in my wish list in my head. From 1942, they've got those trios. I really want the Bonbon Trio, which I think is more of like they're like, I don't know, they're gourmand. I think they're kind of like, it's kind of a caramel kind of trio. And then they've got another one called Petite Chocolatier. Petite Chocolatier. That's another one that I would love both of them. And those trios are not very expensive. I think they're $80. They're $90. So yeah, they're $90 a piece, but they come with 3 30 ml bottles, which I think is not bad. I had the rose one. I kept one. I got rid of 2 of them because they weren't my favorites, but I feel like with a caramel and a chocolate one, I would be in love. There's also another Nobile 1942 fragrance called Paradision. And this one sounds like a really beautiful, like, hot weather light fragrance. It's grapefruit, bergamot, lavender, ylang ylang, rose, orange blossom, neroli, petitgreen, cedar, vanilla, and musk. So it sounds beautiful and bright and citrusy. Another one on my wish list, I want it so bad. I would be happy with either Madeira or white Madeira. I want a bottle of both of them, but those are from a house called Omnia Profumo. And again, there's Madeira and there's white Madeira. I have a sample of white Madeira. It's incredible. It's a beautiful, yummy, sweet gourmand, and I love it. I've been wanting a bottle of it forever since I got that sample. They're not, let me see how much they are. They're not crazy expensive. Yeah, they are. Never mind. They're $185, so that's why I have never bought a bottle, even though I want a bottle so badly. I'll have to get on Fragrantica and see if anybody has found something that smells like it. I've been wanting Papillon Artisan Perfumes Bengal Rouge forever. I've got a big sample of it that lives on my hutch back there because I love it. I want a full bottle of it so bad. Thankfully, I have a really big sample, and I only wear it like sparingly because it is quite an intense fragrance. But I still want a full bottle so badly. It's beautiful. Some Perfumes de Nikolai fragrances that I really want. Fig Tea, which I love. Angelus Pear is another really beautiful one. I do have a sample of both of those. And Musk Manoy, I really, really want to get my nose on that one, as well as Violet in Love. Those are all ones that I've wanted forever. A couple of stranger perfumery fragrances. One called Cigar Rum, and Cigar Rum sounds like it smells incredible. Raisin, dried fruits, which it says prune and cherry, rum absolute, mandarin, amber, tobacco, oakwood, vetiver, resins, labdanum absolute, and seaweed absolute. It sounds amazing. Like, I need to just go ahead and order a sample. Yeah, samples of these. And full bottles are only $80. So there's really no reason that I haven't just gotten my nose on these. And the other Stranger's fragrance that I really want to get my nose on is called Sangre Dulce. It is sangria, rosewater, strawberry, brown sugar, honey, cinnamon, tobacco, pomegranate, ylang ylang, benzoin, Peru balsam, maple syrup, civet patchouli, and blood orange. Again, the notes. It just sounds amazing. Oh, and Stranger's Perfumery has a discovery set that I've got on my wish list. Another fragrance that I really, really want to get my nose on. Another perfume that I really, really want is from Towerville, and it's called Vanilla Flash. But I've actually read kind of bad reviews about it, that it doesn't smell like vanilla at all. So yeah, but it's one that I've been wanting for a while, and it's only $75 for a bottle. Let me see if I can figure out. Yeah, people say it's a patchouli bomb because it spices vanilla bourbon, rose, patchouli, and tobacco. And I'm not usually the biggest fan of bourbon vanilla, so I might want to stay away from this one because I have a feeling I probably won't like it either. But I do love patchouli, so I might really like it. So yeah, I probably need to just order a sample of it. Another one that I'm really interested in is called the Vagabond Prince Enchanted Forest. I've had this one on my wish list since 2019, and I still need to get a sample of it and get my nose on it. Another one from a house called Une Nuit Nomade called Murmure des Deux. Now, I just got a sample of, I think it was called the Sea and Sky or something like that from this house. And these one, it's not super expensive, $120. But this one is frangipani, almond, vanilla, and musks. It sounds simple, but it sounds beautiful. So we're getting close to the end here, you guys. I'm sorry, I know my wish lists are stupid long, like, and it's because I don't ever buy anything off of my niche wish lists. Okay, next one. I still have Victoria Minia Hedonist on this list, which I can take off because I've got a little travel size. Well, I think it's 10 ml of Hedonist, and I'm happy with that. I really want a full bottle of Hedonist Absolute. It's beautiful. I've got a sample of Hedonist Absolute, and I think I actually like it a little bit more than Hedonist. I love them both, but Hedonist Absolute is beautiful. It's still honey and rum, but I think Hedonist Absolute has a little bit of leather in the base, which usually I'm not a huge fan of. But no, it's not leather. It's tobacco. So it's Jamaican rum, jasmine, orange flower, birch, tobacco, and vanilla. And something about that tobacco kind of takes down the sweetness just a touch. So it's not quite as sweet as Hedonist. I just love it. I just think they're such stunning fragrances, and I really, really want to. That's one that I need to like just save up and buy a bottle of. It's $200, which is stupid expensive, but I really, really love it, and I know I love it. So, and I know it works really good on my skin. And then last but not least, we have one called Whittian London, or London by Whittian. I'm not gonna lie, I would be willing to bet the bottle on this one got me. I will of course pop a picture of the bottle up. It's got Big Ben on the front though, which is probably why I love it so much, but it does sound amazing. It's oud, cypress, violet, lily of the valley, raspberry, leather, dry amber, musk, and vanilla, which I might not like it because of that leather in there. I'll just have to get a sample and see. I do like Whittian fragrances though. I do think they are quite beautiful. But anyways, guys, that is my niche wish list. Again, let me know if you guys want to see a wish list just of Dua fragrances. I definitely have enough on my wish list to do an entire video. So I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.